Historical photos you have never seen before. This is Anna M. Jarvis, the inventor of Mother's Day. A photo of how they used to record music for Mickey Mouse cartoons. A photo from President Abraham Lincoln's first inauguration in 1861. This is the iconic log cabin where Abraham Lincoln was born in 1809. This is what economy class on a commercial plane looked like in the 1960s. After World War I, a bunch of officers got together to pay tribute to the fallen horses lost in battle. In 1933, A.L. Khan caught a 5,000-pound manta ray off the coast of Florida. This is Pauline Musters, the shortest woman ever to live. Bruce Lee teaching his son, Brandon, martial arts at an early age, 1960s. Albert Einstein posing for a photograph. In Zurich, Switzerland, at the age of 24 in 1903. Bell Labs experimental video phone, 1960. James Dean signing autographs in his car, 1950s. Roman Catholic Church, Santa Clara, built in Portugal, 1923. One of the first expeditions to Antarctica. The first official presidential portrait, John Quincy Adams.
Interesting photos you have never seen. Half the egg's yolk boiled outside the shell shaped like a tiny chicken. This suede sofa is the opposite shade when viewed from the other direction. Both lights burned out, one turned white while the other turned black. This vintage pitcher and cup set features the Kool-Aid Man. Lately, the city's been filling small potholes with decorative tiles. Walmart shipped a 90-pound kettlebell with no packaging at all to my home. Spotted a squirrel with a blonde tail. Found a single bicycle-shaped pasta piece mixed in with the pennant. This plate broke in a weird, satisfying shape. A watch recovered from the Titanic. It stopped at 2:28, 2 minutes after the wreck. USA photo from 1985. The rescued blind owl with stars in his eyes. Whale oil shines a bright pastel blue while under a black light. A wild orca's teeth versus a captive orca who's been chewing the sides of its pool due to stress. This is how a bee sting looks just moments after the bee attacks. Awesome Halloween makeup by Miles on Instagram. This is what the edge of England actually looks like. This man peeled his banana only to find a double historical photos you haven't seen before. A rare image of Kim Jong-il shaking hands with future wife and singer Kung Hai. She would become the mother of Kim Jong-un. An ultraviolet bath given to Soviet children in the USSR, 1980. Salvador Dali on a carriage pulled by a goat in 1953. Astronaut David Scott taking in the incredible view from space in a command module. Home remedy for healing rheumatism in Romania by having a bear sit on you in 1946. Animal tamer Jack Bonavita poses with his lions. He was eventually killed by one of his animals in 1917. A Japanese man with an Irumi tattoo in 1875. The state funeral of JFK at the Capitol building in 1963. Queen's Guard collapses in front of the Queen in a 1970 parade. New York City's Times Square captured in 1947. The Egyptian pyramids during a solar eclipse in 1905. Young Arnold Schwarzenegger on his powerlifting days in 1966, doing a deadlift of 500 pounds. 2 women munitions workers at the National Shell Filling.
Forgotten inventions that were ahead of their time. The telautograph. Invented by Elisha Gray in 1888, the telautograph was like the great-grandfather of the fax machine. It could send handwriting or drawings through telegraph lines miles away. Hospitals, banks, and even the military used it to transmit important information. It was a breakthrough for its time, but quickly forgotten with the rise of the telephone and email. Nikola Tesla's wireless power system. In the 1890s, Nikola Tesla dreamed of a world powered wirelessly. He built the Wardenclyffe Tower in New York to send electricity through the air without wires, but funding dried up and his vision faded before it could become reality. Today, we're only beginning to catch up to what he imagined over a century ago. The first video call. In 1927, AT&T introduced something truly futuristic. The first video call, using clunky mechanical technology, letting people see and hear each other live between cities. The tech worked, but it was expensive and bulky, so it never took off. The concept was years ahead of Skype, Zoom, or FaceTime.
Rare photos. The shadow work on this tattoo is incredibly detailed. The door on this abandoned train depot. This toothbrush wishing me a happy birthday. A perfectly flat floor that looks like it was designed to stop people from running in the hallway. This chipped nail polish looks like a man's profile. The benches at my local library are books. This hotel's carpet and lighting combo produce a really trippy effect. Forgot spaghetti with mushrooms in the microwave for a week now. It's a fluffy ball of mold. Check out this blown-out curved window. This bin lets you vote for things with cigarette butts in Edinburgh. My gardening toolkit came with a claw glove. Car parking without safety barriers. Police in Brazil use water buffalo to keep up with criminals trying to escape in rivers and swamps. Photographer creates a playful series of him stealing the moon. This man was born with only 2 fingers and a thumb on his right hand. The way the snow blanketed around this license plate looks so delicate. This is the underside of a sawfish. This is the reconstruction of the skeleton of the tallest man in recorded human history, Robert Pershing Wello. Rare photos. This pharmacy has a magnifying glass, so people can read medicine labels and details more easily. This man found a hat with an AM/FM radio in it inside an antique store. A spiral cucumber grew in my garden. This computer science university has vending machines for spare parts. This neighbor recreates cars from old movies. This spoon with an indent so it doesn't slip into the bowl. University printer rotates each separate document to avoid confusing multiple students' work. Found a note from 1981 while demolishing the bathroom. This shopping cart has a spot for kids to stand on while the parent pushes. A toilet in Estonia had a glass floor to show the underlying carved-out rock. This Micro Machines bus with the original battery from 1990 still lights up. This cherry pitter went from cute to creepy real fast. This KFC store has the sugar syrup separate from the iced tea. The way the river color splits in Pittsburgh. This man found a rock that looks just like a shark. This media bias chart was spotted at the local library. This spider web was covered in soot from a small kitchen